Hello, hello, hello. It's Dr. Meredith J. Watson, Mac Boss Resiliency Coach. And the reason I picked resiliency is I've been searching and searching and searching, trying to figure out what I wanted to be called. Do titles even matter? What does it all mean? And I realized that I am a resiliency coach. I want to help people become resilient, love the life they live the life they love with ease. I want to teach people to rise above the ashes that consume them. And what better word to define what I do than resiliency? And I've always loved that word and what it means and the bounciness, the springing forward from your foundation, and oftentimes the ability to hit rock bottom is a perfect foundation to rebuild your life. And one of the things I enjoy about helping people regain their resiliency or even develop a level of resiliency is to develop it through energy and wealth and zen and create a life they love and love the life they live with ease. I always say with ease. And the reason I say with ease is because there is an easier way than the way in which a lot of people decide to go. A lot of people decide to DIY it and they decide they're going to do it all on their own. They don't want any help, and it's a lot harder road to travel alone. I really did try very, very, very early on in my struggle, in my what I call my hellish vortex of 2 years. I truly thought I could do it on my own. I was going to do prayer and I was going to go to church and I was going to fill my life with, happiness and joy and really bounce back from this. Not realizing it had started even before I started this process and even before I ever thought it would actually begin. It had actually begun. And it started with hearing a conversation between someone and their mate that I love, and the person's mate told them that essentially they didn't want me knowing their business. Well, I don't understand that because it wasn't like I knew anything private. It was just kind of basic things that I thought I had the right to know. And then it moved to the later in the spring and summer where this person said that they didn't really understand why they were being included in the integral parts of my life because they were, in their opinion, less important in my life than I thought they were. Like we were not on the same page as to where they were. Move later into the summer, my grandmother gaslights me. We move past into the fall. My mom and I, the same person from the first two events actually, kind of obliterated me in my kitchen. November, I suffered a myocardial infarction. December, I lost somebody I loved. January, I lost my grandmother, the same grandmother who gaslit me the summer previously. And all through this time, probably up until the myocardial infarction, I was trying to do it alone. I was trying to grieve. I was trying to mourn. I was trying to figure things out. I was trying to, weather the storm and the vortex alone. And then when I had the myocardial infarction, my mom did what she did. I knew I could not do it alone. I needed to seek help. I needed to get the help of someone who had either been there, done that, lived to tell their story, or someone who could see things from my perspective and help me understand what the hell was going on and how I was going to heal. And my mom gaslit me again, telling me that what I recall, knew for a fact had occurred did not occur. She didn't remember. And the whole purpose of me losing these people and going through this vortex was to learn to stand in my own power and learn to stand up for myself and learn to rely on myself and learn to be my own ride or die. But also that there are people out there that are willing to help you. There are people out there who have gone through the struggle, been in the trenches, lived to tell the story, and want to help you do the same. And having a background in psychology and social work and business and all the things and communications and, health and fitness and, well, not so much health and fitness, but more equilibrium therapy, which is the study of balance. And going through the spiritual practice of yoga, meditation, finding my own journey and finding the wealth of that journey, finding what I needed to know about myself, what I needed to grow, where I needed to grow, and how I needed to evolve. And that I love money. There's nothing wrong with loving money as long as you use it as a tool to do the right thing. Because money is just a tool. You can use it to cut your food, or you could use it as a tool. I'm going ahead of myself. Money is a tool, an energetic exchange, and you could use it for good or bad. But what I love to tell people is money, like a knife, can be used any way you choose. Knives can be used to cut your food or cut someone's throat. But I choose to cut my food because we all know how much I love food, especially steak. And I choose to use my wealth to help and to heal and to spoil and to love and to pay it forward and help others be secure and stable was I create my level of security and stability. I like to spoil my daughter. I don't want her to have to worry about anything. I want her to have the best schools. When she goes to secondary education, college, grad school, I want her to have the best tutors. And while I homeschool her, I want to spend time with her. I don't want her to feel like I'm neglecting her in any way. And being able to work from home, being able to work on my own schedule, being able to have the passive residual income that I have acquired, it allows me to afford her a life of fun and travel and hands-on field trips and hands-on education. I can get help with my groceries as far as like having someone help me bring them up the stairs or having someone help me clean my home. And it is not out of laziness. I have health concerns and sometimes I'm not able to do and go like other people are. So it allows me to get the help that I need. And we can have healthy food and afford good health care. And I can buy the things for the people that I love that I want to. My grandmother had I have to dare to say, the most kick-ass funeral I've ever seen because her children were able to afford her something that a lot of families can't give their loved ones. My father now has the most beautiful tombstone in the sanctuary, in the cemetery. I can't even think about what it is. And you want to leave your family with something more than debt and burden and grief when you're gone. My daughter won't have to worry when I'm gone. I don't want to leave her anytime soon, but she'll have a nice nest egg, so she'll have time to grieve, and she'll have time to move on and get back on her feet after losing a mother. Because I tell you, losing someone you love is one thing, but losing someone you love and having to jump back into life before you're really emotionally ready is so much worse. And I want to leave a legacy. I want to leave more than just air. I want my child to have the best in life. Like I said, I want to put her in the best college. I want her to have nice things, not to spoil her, because I am teaching her the point of working hard and getting what you want, but creating that level of zen and wealth and ease and flow, and to be able to show up in alignment and be in a position where you can co-create your reality. And I dare to say meditation, yoga, polarity, mentoring, those things saved my life. I could never have gotten through the things that I went through had it not been for meditation, yoga, spiritual practices, mentoring. And I endeavor to help other people. I want to help you rise above the ashes that consume you. I want to be someone who allows you to lean on me in a way that allows me to help you and find that stability and rebuild your life and create a level of resiliency and wealth and zen and move forward with your life. Clients come to me and they are able to uncover their inner truths, figure out who they are, how they got where they are, and how that paints the picture, sets the foundation for where they're going, their badass narrative. We go over their limiting beliefs and we remove and replace those limiting beliefs with progressive thoughts that propel them into reality and a new life, a new normal. We discuss how we can transform the world at a soul level, create impact while we're creating wealth for them. And we work together to create a solid plan, customized and based on their badass narrative, knowing that they will no longer have or have to deal with, because they'll find the systems and techniques and strategies to remove the things and the people that no longer serve them. They can propel themselves into the world and really create transformation. Start their own revolutionary ripple effect with ease. That's my goal. That's what I want to do. That's what I came here to do, to help people heal their traumas and struggles and move forward with their life with resiliency and hope and ease and grace and finesse and tenacity, and be able to say to the world that what was supposed to kill me and break me and hurt me is actually the very tools I use to rebuild my life through resiliency and mentorship and systems and structures and strategies. And now I am rising above the ashes that consume me. Now I'm moving forward with my life with ease. And I did it because I took the stand for myself. I took the stand to learn about myself, figure out how my narrative changes my life or will change my life, or why I'm the way I am, or the patterns, changing the paradigms, changing the thought process, reframing and refocusing those inner demons that keep you up at night. I was told I was fatso, four eyes, Oreo, all the things, and I had to reprogram my mind to know that those things are not true. I worried if I'd be a good mother. Ask my daughter how happy her life is right now. And it's not out of fear that she says that. She is genuinely a happy child. Ask my ex-husband. Ask him how much he loved me and how much he cared about me, and how I literally had to manifest him a new mate because I knew he would be forever attached to me. But one day I sat in my office and I thought, it's a choice for him not to find someone else? And why is he not looking for someone when I've told him I'm no longer emotionally and any other way available to be the wife he wanted? I just am not the marrying kind. How would you know that until you've already been married? It's like eating Brussels sprouts. You don't know if you like it until you try it. And I realized I don't owe him anything. He doesn't owe me anything. And I think he was staying in the relationship begrudgingly to make me pay. He wanted me to pay for the things he thought he should be reciprocated for and that he was owed. You know, he married me and he took care of me those 2 weeks I was out of work, and he was the sole breadwinner for a little while I was looking to figure out how I would replace my teaching and principal income, even though I did have a PT job and I did have my mediation practice. It was not, and because it was a side hustle, I needed to make sure that it replaced the income I was leaving by deciding to work from home with my daughter, because I wasn't leaving her. There was no way. And, there were some moments where I asked him to chip in because we had a child, and, you make this baby together. You should have, equal pay in how she's raised, and you want equal say, you should have equal pay. And so I think he wanted me to pay. I think he thought I owed him something. I didn't owe him a damn thing. We made this child together. One day I'll tell you how that works. Not as traditional as you think. But I carried his child. I am mothering his child. I am her sole caregiver, her sole breadwinner. Things that she needs, I provide. And I care about him. I wish him well, but it was a level of him never developing resiliency. He chose to stay stuck in a situation that was part of his history, part of his badass narrative, and he chose to use that as a reason to stay stuck, not to use it as a catalyst for change and grow and evolve and be the person that he actually was jealous of. He gets very angry at other people and their wealth and their success, but nothing that they have is outside of his reach. And the same thing for you and Peter and John and Joe and all the people. If you see someone that has something that you want, go after it. Because whatever they have, it could be yours if it's really something you want. I wanted a big house, gated community, 3 stories. I found my dream house. It literally fell into my lap, and then the circumstances came where I could put an offer in, bought the house. I have always wanted this particular car. Walked in the dealership, didn't even know that's what I was looking for, walked out with the keys to the car of my dreams. I wanted a daughter, I wanted a son, I had them both. Sadly, my son did not live. But everything I've wanted, even the things that was manifesting on the back end in my brain and my subconscious, came to be because I was literally trying to stay at a vibration where I could manifest those things and those things could become my own. Am I happy and I'm glad that I made the decision to not use my situation as a catalyst to stay stuck? Absolutely. I am so glad that I decided not to let money control me, not to let my past narrate the rest of my life, to rewrite the story of my history and how it's going to end, and to take hold with a level of resiliency to live the life I want to live, and to create the wealth that I want to create, and to create a life for my daughter that I would have loved to have. My mom and I, our relationship has changed. I don't want my daughter to ever sit on the floor and cry because she doesn't know if I love her or not, and if she doesn't know if she's enough for me. I tell my daughter every single day, no matter what you do, where you go, how you live, I will love you for the rest of your life. I will be your mother. I will be your best friend. I will be everything that I can be, that you will let me be, and that I can be. But the one thing, know for the certain, I love you. And when you build that level of confidence in your children, you're setting them up for success. But don't make them think and wonder what they have to do to keep your love, what they have to do to earn your love. They shouldn't have to earn your love. Respect, maybe, but good behavior, gifts, and things of that nature, absolutely. But to earn your love, that should be something they get without any regard or price tag. And that's the one thing, searching and, clawing at my mom, trying to get her to stay in my life. That's all I wanted was her love. I never wanted her money. I didn't want anything other than her love and her time and her warmth and her food. She cooks the most amazing food. Oh my God, the woman can cook better than anybody I know. But it was about I was resilient, but I had to learn to be resilient in a different way. Like, I was springing forth because I knew my mom would love me and take care of me. But then when things started to change, it started to be obvious that what I was searching for and striving for to get from her, I really had to find it within myself. So I want to mirror back to you who you truly are at the core, the wonderful, amazing person you are at the core. I want to help you bring that person out so you can look at the mirror and say, I love the person in the mirror and I love where they've been and where they're going and where they are right now. And if I don't like it, I'm going to use my level of resiliency to move forward and to go where I want to go. If you would like to have a friend, a cheerleader, someone who will help you maintain and regain and structure a level of resiliency for yourself, if you want to uncover the light within, create a life of wealth and zen, I would love to have you reserve a soul goal session with me. I'll put the information in the show notes. We'll talk about your badass narrative, limiting beliefs and how to overcome them, how to manifest the life of your dreams and make that a reality, and how to invest in yourself so that you can get others to invest in you and your transformation. Also, when you book a soul goal session with me, you'll be gifted my Wealth and Zen free ebook. And it's a book designed to meet the requirements of people who really want to achieve higher heights of implementing simple strategies so they can live their life completely. They're profound, dynamic truths that I've added to the book that give you a level of sense of awareness and limitless latent inner resources that are waiting to burst open. It comprises all the practical expressions and it gives you the potential to bring forth success and health and wealth and enduring happiness into your life. And it's all about creating the resiliency that is laying latent within you or could always be strengthened. I wish you love and light. I can't wait to talk to you, and I hope that you have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. See you next time.